Hey guys, sometimes there's confusion with students, for students, and I acknowledge that it's something I need to help clarify, related to Dropbox feedback. Like, let's say that an assignment was worth 20 points and you got a 17 out of 20, and you see some like written positive feedback from me in your grades, perhaps. I'm thinking this is where you go, look, this must be the first place you go to look for feedback. Am I right? Probably I've got it right for most of you. So you might see some positive written feedback, and yet you might have gotten a 15 out of 25. Like, yeah, nice work on some aspects of your project. There's some areas you can improve. And then you see this other feedback that I've frequently have given in the past. I'm going to stop doing it quite like this. And that's the purpose of this video, is to help clarify this particular issue. But here I've said, see detailed rubric inside of the Dropbox. And then, to revisit the instructions, go to this page. And then if you want to revise and resubmit, re-upload to the Dropbox and, alert me through the regrade request form, blah, 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 blah. But here's your hint about, oopsie, sorry. Here's your hint about where the actual specific feedback is about what it is that you might be missing from your submission or an area where you might improve. So I do use the rubrics somewhat for that. They help me save typing time. They help me get your projects back faster. And so you want to be sure you see the marked up rubric. But I discovered there's a problem with this approach when I say see detailed rubric inside and then I just provide a link to the Dropbox. What I thought was happening was that you would see the Dropbox with the marked up rubric. But instead you're seeing I think the blank Dropbox where you can actually, because of the way I set up my Dropboxes, where they have long deadlines, like throughout the end of the semester, you can actually still submit work to them. So you're seeing the empty Dropbox. But so in the past, that was not very helpful, but what you need to do is you need to press the Dropbox button up here. And then for that assignment, see where it says feedback here, you want to view that feedback. And here's where you will see for that particular grading, for that submission, the actual marked up rubric. And so what I do is I do very simple, usually two-columned rubrics. It's more like a checklist. And sometimes you'll lose all of the points for that criterion. Sometimes I'll take a few of the points away, and so you'll get 3 out of 5, say, on this criterion, for example. And then there will always be an explanation, whether the rubric explains it or if there's something particular, like let's say you got part of the criterion, I'll usually type a little extra message here telling you what it was that you need to focus on. Maybe you got part of it right, but I'll tell you the part that you might need to focus on and do a little revision on. So this should explain to you what it is, and I really hope that you're able to see these rubrics and actually comment. So again, you just click that Dropbox button and go to the feedback column tied to that assignment. Sorry about this. And you just view the rubric that way. So please make sure that you're doing that for any assignment that has a rubric, and particularly if I'm alerting you in your feedback that I do have a marked up rubric, as I did for that project. See the detailed rubric. If there's a detailed rubric, we now know you need to go straight to the Dropbox link to see it. Okay, and I'll make sure in my future feedback after I'm making this video that I'm addressing that more clearly. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I can provide a link that will work to your Dropbox button. So I won't be able to do that. I'm like really obsessive about that. I love to provide links to everything I tell you to go to because I don't want you to get lost. But I may not be able to do it henceforth. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions about that. Also, if you're on a mobile device, not sure if how any of this works. Personally, and maybe this is irrelevant, but for me, it's just too hard to do CourseDen on a mobile device. I would recommend that you get on a computer of some kind. But, if you're having unique adventures on your mobile device, feel free to share them with me so that I can learn more about that. All right, thank you so much.